Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to like I did, doing the work of faith and labor of love and true sincerity. All right, now I want to get into a quick lesson based upon the scripture here in the book of Ecclesiastes, Salaki. It's Ecclesiastes 7 and 8, and it reads, let me start at, actually, I'll start at 1. But the point I want to get is in 7, but I'll start at 1. A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth. And, we know having a good name is everything within the truth because it's what you stand on, And in general, that goes a long way amongst the world, dealing with relationships, how people view you, think of you, and your name holding weight, so to speak, And that's what it is with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua when you look at past examples of how it was with when he showed his power, for us amongst the other nations. And to give a prime example of that, right? The book of Joshua 2. And now it's Joshua 2 and 9. And she said unto them, and this is Rahab, the harlot, says, and she said unto them, I know that the Lord has given you the land, and that your terror is fallen upon us, and that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you. For we have heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when ye came out of Egypt, and what ye did unto the 2 kings of the Amorites that were on the other side of Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom ye utterly destroyed. As soon as we heard these things, our hearts did melt, neither did there remain any more courage in any man because of you. For the Lord your power, he is the power in heaven above and in earth beneath. Okay, so she gave a prime example of a testament to, the Lord's name, and how his name was ruling amongst the other nations. So that's a prime example of that. It's like going right back to Ecclesiastes 7. All right, so back in Ecclesiastes 7:1, a good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death better than the day of one's birth. Obviously for the simple fact of what we curse within this world, so in the long run, whether brothers got to be martyrs for the Lord or not, we know that we just can't wait for this place to be destroyed, so that we could be in our righteous kingdom as we should be. Verse 2, it is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to heart. And why? Obviously because dwelling in those sorrows and different things like that, that's the best way you reflect upon things, the best way in which you learn. And that proves that even more in verse 3. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. So that it's clearly letting you know that right then and there, of what it is. That's clearly letting you know what it is. Okay? Because you spending more of that time reflecting upon things, so on and so forth, to be able to extrapolate wisdom from the various points and the things in which you go through when you're reflecting upon past actions and things like that, right? Verse 4, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. For as the crackling of thorns under a pot, so is the laughter of the fool. So is the laughter of a fool. This is also vanity. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. What? This is exactly what Jake is. Jake is mad. Jake is out of their damn minds. Why? Because of oppression. We see that prime examples. Things starting to cool down now, but for a minute they was real hot and heavy. Now Jake just back to their simple talking points again. But our people is literally Looney Tunes, mentally because of the oppression, and our people is all broken up because they don't know which way to go. Verse 8, it says, this is the point, better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. All right? And that's the point. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And that patience is the key, because we know that's a key element as far as us striving for the perfection and us waiting upon the Lord. We know that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that made me think of Romans 5, matter of fact. Perfect. Romans 5, yeah. Let me think of this. Romans 5 and 3. It says, well, I'll start at verse 1. Therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with our power through the Lord Yahweh Shah, by whom also we have access by faith into this grace wherein we stand, and rejoice in hope of the glory of the Most High. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. This is what this is putting us through, to be able to make it to the end, to see that joyous end. You know, going through the tribulations. Because why? Because it's working our patience and how much we can actually tolerate. You know, because ultimately we know, Esau, they coming with the torture chambers. They coming with, threatening your kids, threatening, you know what I'm saying, your girl, threatening your mom, so on and so forth. So all this is going to work. All of the tribulations things we're going through now is working the patience within us, need be, for us to withstand, those times. And in patience, to the experience means to try out. So it all goes hand in hand. We're going through the tribulations. You're being tried out to see, to test your ability of suffering, because everybody has a different threshold, but us as individual brothers, the Most High knows our threshold, and he will not give us nothing that we can't handle. He know what this brother can handle. He know what this brother can handle. He know this brother's spirit. He know that brother's spirit. The Lord give us all things according to our measure. So we know at the end, the Lord truly ain't setting us up for failure. You know what I'm saying? Like how Esau setting up the mass of the people, getting their hopes up for nothing. We got our hopes actually looking for something. The scriptures say, hope deferred maketh the heart sick. So our hope is being deferred. But hey, it's speeding up though. Our hope has been deferred, but it's definitely speeding up within these times, and we can definitely see it all the way through. So, and also another example with Paul. Paul. 2 Corinthians, what is it? 4 and 7. Yeah, 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 4 and 7. Matter of fact, this is a good one, but is it this one? Hold on. Let me see. Is it this one? Or is it second? Oh, 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy, that's what it is. But yeah, 2 Timothy's 4 and 7. I'm going. 2 Timothy's. Come on. That is 2 Timothy's 4 and 7. It says, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them that also that love his appearing. Okay, so this is why, it's going back into Ecclesiastes, better is the end of a thing than the beginning. Paul showed you this, with his example. You know what I'm saying? He said, hey, it's this is the end of the road for me. You know what I'm saying? I made it through, but I need the rest of y'all brothers to hold it down and, do what the Lord requires of you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord told me, hey, it's my time. You know what I'm saying? That crown is laid up for me. So, hey, we going to know that time when we put to that ultimate test. You know what I'm saying? Whether we got to be beheaded or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And however things go within that present time, you just got to trust truly that the Lord going to have us, man, when it all comes down to it. And that's why, hey, our minds, the scriptures tell us that say that our minds shall meditate terror. And that's obviously when it comes to Esau and these other nations. But, hey, you also want to meditate upon the things, that's coming at hand, because, hey, we got a great work that we dealing with. We're going to have a great temptation facing us. You know what I'm saying? So we got to do everything within the spirit to maintain that mental fortitude that we have in the Lord, that faith that we have in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That patience through tribulation that we have in the Lord. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. So I hope this segment was edifying, and I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakudash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lek out there doing this work of faith and live with love and true sincerity. Shalom.